Good morning. Good morning to all my dear students. Today's topic is corneal opacity. Now first I discuss the cornea. Cornea is the ring, the front view and the side view. Thus the corneal ring is the front of the iris. The cornea is transparent front part of the eye that covers the iris, pupil and anterior chamber. The cornea with the anterior chamber and lens reflects light with the cornea accommodating for approximately 2/3 of the eye's total optical power. The layer of the cornea is epithelium, Bowman's membrane, stroma, predescent membrane or Dewey's layer, descent membrane and endothelium. These layer is present is the outer to inner. The outer layer is epithelium, Bowman's membrane, stroma, predescent membrane, the Dewey's layer and descent membrane and endothelium. It's the anterior layer. Now showing this figure, these are the cornea's layers. Previously I explained epithelium, Bowman's layer, stroma, descent membrane divided into the predescent and the descent membrane, and last is the endothelium. Now today's topic is the corneal opacity. The definition of the corneal opacity is a corneal opacity literally means loss of normal transparency of cornea due to the scarring. Causes of this corneal opacity: number 1 is healed corneal wound, second healed corneal ulcers, third is the congenital opacities, the development of abnormalities and birth trauma. These points are given is the phenomenon type is STUMPED, STUMPED. The S stands for the sclerocornea, T stands for the tear in descent membrane and congenital glaucoma, birth trauma. U stands for ulcer, HSV or bacterial or neurotrophic. M stands for mucopolysaccharidosis or mucoliposis, lipolysis and triosinosis. P stands for posterior corneal defect, Peters anomaly and posterior keratoconus. E is the endothelial dystrophy, congenital hereditary posterior polymorphous. D is the dermoid. Now pathophysiology of the corneal opacity. The pathophysiology of the corneal opacity follows the stage of the cicatrization. In this stage, the healing continues by progressive epithelialization, which form a permanent covering beneath the epithelium. Fibrous tissue is laid down partially by the corneal fibroblast and partially by the epithelial cell of the new vessels. The stroma thus thicken and fill in under the epithelium, pushing the epithelium surface anteriorly. The degree of scarring from healing varies. If the ulcer is very superficially and involves only epithelium layer of the cornea, it heals without leaving any opacity behind. When the ulcer is involved Bowman's membrane and few superficial stroma lamina, the resultant scar is called a nebula, and macula and leucoma is result after the healing of ulcers involving up to 1/3 and more than that of corneal stroma. It's respectively. These are the words we use in this pathophysiology: the nebula, macula, leucoma. These are the types of the corneal opacity. Now we discuss in later. Now is the risk factor of the corneal opacity. Number one is the vitamin A deficiency. Second is the measles result in scarring and infection of eyes. Eye injury, chemical agents and foreign bodies. Pink eye inclusion conjunctivitis, wearing contact lenses overnight and cold sores. The symptoms of the corneal opacity is the reduced vision or loss of the vision. Reduced vision due to the layer and the area involved of the opacity and the loss of vision, and that condition the complete opacity around the cornea, and which there at that time the infinite rays not enter into the cornea due to the opacity. The image does not form in the retina and it causes the loss of vision. The second point is the pain due to the due to the presence of the ulcer, which cause the inflammation sign. Is the number one is the pain. Second is the redness, and photophobia due to the watering of the eyes and in the layer and present on the front of the cornea, which cause the photophobia. The certain area of the eye appearing cloudy and milky. These symptoms, which relate to the our homeopathic drugs, and we treat the initial stage of the corneal opacity or the spreading of the corneal opacity to stop the spreading of the corneal opacity. Now the type of the corneal opacity. Number one is the nebula, macula, leucoma, anterior staphylomas. These are the types in the outer to inner. First of all is the epithelium layer is totally healed by on. It's no form any the opacity and no scar, and then after that stroma and another layers and internal to or layers involved, they form the these type of the opacity. Now discuss is we are one by one. Number one is the nebula. Faint opacity due to superficial scar involving Bowman's layer and superficial stroma, covering the pupillary area and interference more with vision, blurring of vision and irregular astigmatism. Next is the macula. Corneal opacity caused by scarring about the half of the corneal stroma. It means it involves the layer of the cornea is the epithelium, Bowman's membrane and the half of the stroma. Leucoma. Dense white opacity due to the scarring of more than half of the corneal stroma. An adherent leucoma is the seen when healing occurring after perforation of the cornea with incarceration of iris. Next is the anterior staphylomas. Anterior staphylomas, in this condition, ectasia of pseudocornea that results after total sloughing of cornea with iris plastered behind it. In this condition, complete cornea are involved. Complete layers of the cornea involving in this type. Now, next is a corneal facet. Corneal facet is the corneal surface is depressed at the site of healing due to less fibrous tissue, such as scar is called the facet. Facet is just like a dome shaped. And keratosia is a corneal curvature is increased at the site of opacity due to weak scarring. This facet, and see in this picture, the facet is present in the corneal layer. Now is the treatment part. Treatment is a surgical treatment basically. So in surgical treatment, first of all, first point is phototherapeutic keratotomy. It's a phototherapeutic keratotomy. Kerato means the cornea. Tomy means the to excision and cut and out, that the opacity that the part of the opacity present. This type present done in the nebula type of the corneal opacity is the excimer laser done in the nebula. Second type is the optical iridectomy. Iridectomy is the iridect is related to the iris dectomy. Tomy means removal of the part. This type of the corneal opacity, we use the involvement of the macular and the leukomatous cornea are involvement. The central macular and the leukomatous corneal opacity. These opacity are involvement. We use that at internal part present in the remove that the in front of the iris, remove that part of the opacity part. Third is the keratoplasty. This keratoplasty we use when the total cornea are involved. All layers of the cornea which involved is cause the loss of the vision, complete loss of the vision. At that time we use the keratoplasty. Keratoplasty is the removal of the complete cornea. Now these are the these are the steps of the keratoplasty. Number one is a corneal disc is removed from the center of the donor eye for use in the transplant. Second, the damaged disc is removed from the center of the eye and replaced by the donor disc. Third, the damaged corneal disc is replaced by the disc from the donor eye and then sutured into place. In the corneal transplant, the circular incisors are made using an instrument called trephine, which resemble as cookies cutter. In penetrating keratoplasty, the disc removal is an entire thickness of the cornea, as is the replacement disc. These are the surgical management of the corneal opacity. Now, these are the surgical management, but in the corneal opacity, in the initial layer is the epithelium layer which involved and produce the symptoms. Previously I discussed the symptom is the redness and the pain. These type of symptoms we remove by we using the homeopathic management and the homeopathic drugs. And the drugs are so many drugs for the management, the pain and redness of the eyes and the watering of the eyes and the photophobia. But these symptoms and these types of the remedy which cover these symptoms, and we choose for the person to person only the basis of the symptom similarity and the similia similibus curantur. These points. And some therapeutic homeopathic drugs for the corneal opacity is the apis, belladonna, aconite napellus. These are the inflammatory drugs which involve for the corneal opacity. Now this topic is complete related to the corneal opacity, but corneal opacity is a part of the corneal ulcer. The next time we discuss the topic is the corneal ulcer. Thank you for listening and understanding for the corneal opacity. Any problem in this topic, please message me on after that. Thanks to all. Be safe.